What is up, everybody? We are back and we are heading out to a project in South Naples that we are partnering with Huffman's Construction Group to get done. So I'm heading out there to pick up the dump trailer because it's filled from dump day. So I'm going to take that out to the dump right now. But I wanted to jump on here and talk about something that was inspired from our group coaching call today. And that is how to decompress at the end of the day. Now, we're going to talk about this relating to entrepreneurs and business, but this is a technique that I learned in therapy for OCD and anxiety, because I would get home at the end of the day and all the things that triggered me, all the obsessions, all of the rumination from the day, I could not stop doing it. So this is a really good task that is not just for business owners, but we're going to talk about it in that light. So my first tool to decompress is to write down everything that's on your mind. When you pull into your driveway, before you go inside, pull out your notepad and write down all of the things that are on your mind right now, all of the things that you need to remember for tomorrow, and all of the things that maybe bothered you about the day. That way, when you're at your house and you're with your kids or whatever it might be, and you start to think back to those things, you can say to yourself, hey, I know that I don't need to think about this right now, because first thing in the morning, I can go back to my list and I'm not going to forget any of the things because they're on my list. And you keep telling yourself that. And it's a difficult process, but after you're consistent with it, you got to write the list. And you've got to remember to just go back to the list in the morning. That's critical, because you're training your brain when to kind of alert you about those things. So we mentally dump them at the end of the day. Then the next morning we come back to them. So it's really important that you follow those steps for the training and wiring of your brain about those issues. The second thing was something that Bryce said on the group coaching call, and it's a shameless plug, but man, this coaching call has completely, I'm not even gonna say changed my business, it has changed my life, and I'm gonna talk about it at the end of the video. So if you're interested, reach out to me, we'll get you guys plugged in. And it's about changing our relationship with rest, because a lot of the times as entrepreneurs or people with anxiety, we think if we rest and we don't think about these things, that you're going to either miss out on something, you're going to lose momentum, or you're going to not be able to come up with a solution for whatever the anxiety is that you're dealing with. But the Lord created rest for a reason. It doesn't say in the Bible to work until your momentum's done, or to work until you physically can't stay awake, or to work until your family doesn't want to be around you. He specifically works for a certain amount of time, and then there's rest. And a lot of the times I think that the relationship that we have with rest is that we feel guilty about it, or we feel like we're falling behind because of it. And we need to retrain the brain to think of this as something good. This is going to refresh me when I get back to that list tomorrow morning. Because I've rested, I'll be more equipped to deal with it. I'm actually going to produce more because of this rest period. And that's a difficult thing to do, because you have to rewire your belief system. And if you're an entrepreneur, it is very, very hard to truly rest and to truly turn off during the day after work. We want to continually, at least in our brains, think about these things and come up with solutions for them. So having that new mindset of rest is good. Rest is going to recharge me. Then I can really go out and be the best, not only for my business, but for my family as well. They're going to appreciate this time that I'm resting with myself. So that's step number 2. And then step number 3 that you have to do in order to create better habits at home when you do get off of work is to remember that you don't have to remember everything. Here's the deal. Nobody does everything. Okay, so if there is something that you do forget and it didn't make it onto your list, and it's not one of those things, that it is okay. Let that just simmer for a while. Let that problem will reinvent itself if it was really an issue. So just remember, hey, if I don't remember something, that's okay too. We'll get to it when it becomes something that we need to get to. Because the important things, they're not gonna not end up on your list, and you're not going to forget those things. But usually it's going to be the things that you really didn't need to focus on. Usually it's those conversations that you're thinking of that you had that didn't go the way you wanted. Usually it's thinking about numbers and profits, which at the end of the day are not going to be solved right now by ruminating with it while my child is trying to draw a picture with me. You're not going to solve these problems at those times. So it all goes back to step number one. Be organized with the things that are on your mind and the things that you know you need to accomplish. Then there's no reason to have to remember them or to forget them or anything like that. And you can do this exercise with your anxieties as well. You know, if you have OCD and you get home at the end of the night and you can't stop ruminating about you could be contaminated, or the fact that, you know, you're thinking, man, I hit that bump in the road. Did I run somebody over? Like, write those things down. Get them out of your head so that when you're at home and inside, you can say, hey, my time to think about this stuff is later, tomorrow. We can pick this back up tomorrow if we need to, and give yourself that break. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope this helps somebody. We do have a big event coming up February 7th at the Luminary Hotel in Fort Myers, Florida. It's going to be my business partner, my mentor, my one of my best friends, John Huffman, putting on a John Huffman Speaks Mind Your Business #2 event, where we're going to be talking about overcoming adversity, creating opportunities, maximizing profits, narrowing down the processes and systems that make your business not only scalable, but desirable when it's time to sell your business. So if this sounds like something that you want to get involved with, these tickets are practically being given away. So reach out to me, find me on Facebook, on Instagram. I'm talking all about it. We can get you guys plugged in February 7th in Fort Myers, Florida. But like always, like this video so other people can find it. Leave me a comment of some of the stuff that you do at the end of the day to just decompress, whether it be from work or all the anxieties of life. And like always, give me a thumbs up. I want to see more of you guys in the comments talking about what type of videos you want to hear from me. I'm going to be redoing my series on OCD, but these have to be videos that I'm doing when I'm sitting down so we can really give you a quality video. It's going to be kind of a remake of all of my very first original videos with the new wisdom, the new insight, and the new perspective that I have now today. So I love you all. I appreciate you. I got to get this dump trailer taken care of. Peace.